Oh, la.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, we will get some folks on here within the next few seconds to join us. Ooh, I see a couple people. We're
Hi,
gonna give it,
everyone.
we're gonna give it a few more seconds. I see one person. There were two. Oh, folks are coming. Hey y'all. Hopefully, you will be able to. Hey Nikki. See comments this time, Markeyla.
I do. I clicked on comments, that section.
Woo!
So all good.
Yes. Look, with this technology thing, I mean, you got a leg up on me, age and all. Uh, but welcome, y'all. I'm gonna say hey. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, I am Charlene T. Easter, as you can see on the screen, and I am so happy to be hosting or co-hosting this Ultimate Vision Board virtual party with Markeyla Galy, who is the founder of Self Imagined and the creator of the Ultimate Vision Board Kit. Hey, Markeyla.
Hi, everyone. So excited to be here.
Yes, this is going to be fun. I have had my kit for a little bit, and while I've opened it and I know what is inside of it, I haven't torn it apart to really get into it. Although, if they watch any of the other videos, or actually the very first video, they already know I have one card on my board. Do you remember what that card was, Markeyla?
Refresh my memory. I can't remember right now.
I am a successful Black woman.
I love it.
That was the first one that jumped out at me, and I stuck it right in the middle of my board. And I'm going to pull it out in 2 seconds so that I can put more beautiful cards in the board. But I just want to say that if you have, first off, if you have the Ultimate Vision Board Kit and you are joining us today, what do I want them to drop? Drop a star in the comments, please. A
Mhm.
star, because that means you're a star for supporting Markeyla and the Self Imagined brand and purchasing the Ultimate Vision Board Kit. Drop a star in the comments if you have the Ultimate Vision Board Kit. And that's what you're going to be using with us today. Now, if by chance you don't have it, it's cool. You might want to get it after you see everything that we do today, because that is what we are featuring for our vision board party. But we do have some information that we will be sharing, and things that we'll be discussing that I think will be helpful to anyone who wants to create a vision board. Whether you prefer to do it what I'm going to call like the old school way, where you get poster boards, or just big sheets of paper, and you like to do your cutting, your pasting, stapling. Yes, I see some stars. Okay. Yes, Kenyatta. Shout out to you for purchasing the board. Yes, Nicole. Shout out to you for purchasing the board. Um, so we are going to share information that I think will be helpful to anyone who wants to create a vision board for 2024. And hopefully, if you're here, you know that the purpose for vision boards, for the most part, right? I think they can have multiple purposes, right? But today we're going to be talking a little bit about goal setting and dreaming and visualization, and honestly just being inspired, because I think that can be a purpose for a vision board as well. How about you, Markeyla?
I agree. I agree. I think especially now that we're in a new year, it's
Mhm.
always good for us to like just sit down and do reflecting on what we want to get to and the goals that we want to accomplish.
Yes. So that is what we are going to do. And I'm going through comments, so hold on. But not really. Hey, Shayla. I have a very special guest who's been here before. And we're going to introduce her in about maybe 3 or 4 minutes because I think that it is important for us to um, set an intention for today and honestly something that may carry us out throughout the years and at least throughout the upcoming months, right? Um, I want you to know that I consider this to be a good girlfriend working session where we are here to uplift one another, encourage each other, inspire one another, share any information related to any of the goals or dreams that we have personally that we want to realize either in 2024 or beyond, because sometimes our goals can be so big or we need a little bit of extra time and they may carry over into another year, and that is okay. But this is a casual, laid back space. Whereas my good friend Kenyatta would say, we're going to be loving on each other and encouraging each other with our vision board creation. So I think that, oh, I also wanted to point out a couple of things. Do you see this candle here?
Yes.
That is what our special guest will know very well, but it is what I have dubbed the love candle. And I started burning it on 12/12 based on the last time our special guest was here. And there have been some very interesting developments to start the year off, if I do say so myself, in reference to this candle. Like I'm not saying it was just the candle that did it, but it might have been a little bit of my affirmations and stuff. Uh, but I'm burning it, and I'm gonna burn it a little bit daily because we're gonna see what the year is gonna bring. Okay, but the actual name for the candle is Divine Affinity. So I want to say the correct name. And if I am incorrect, our special guest will let me know. So to set our intention for the afternoon, for the next hour or so that we have together, I would like to welcome to the stage none other than the Lotus Mother. And Markeyla and I are going to take a back seat and give her the stage so that she can set the mood for us today as we get ready to dig into these goals, dream, and plan on getting more in 2024.
Hello, everyone. Happy, gloriously bountiful, and blessed day. I am Vera Lotus Onata, also known as the Lotus Mother. And yes, honey, it is the divine affinity. The divine affinity. Listen, you are not hindered or limited in any way. So as you sit into this space right now, I want you to know unequivocally that the universe, the divine, okay, source is your trusted companion and aid. Today is the greatest day of your life, and you are literally living the greatest life of this time. You are not hindered or limited in any way, and the universe is your trusted source, companion, and aid. And as you move forward confidently, knowledgeably, and with unbounded confidence and belief of self, know that you can achieve anything that your mind can openly conceive. You are a phenomenal being and you have a divine purpose in this life. So, whatever you conceptualize to be possible, know that it is going to take shape for you. Do not let anyone, including yourself, prevent you from achieving what you know in your heart to be true. And, honey, walk confidently, boldly, and openly towards that vision, because with a little bit of dedicated steps, faith, action, and know how, sweetheart, that dream has no choice but to come true for you. Hallelujah, holla back. Blessed be, and so it is.
Thank you, the Lotus Mother. That was fantastic. And we appreciate you. And I'm going to put a little note in the chat thanking you also for that divine affinity candle and whatever else she's about to conjure up for a sister in 2024 and beyond. And so it is. So next, I'm going to put up on the screen just so you all can have an idea of what it is that we're going to kind of be walking through today. And this is in no way, shape, or form like a super formal presentation. The actual intention, and I am just so very grateful, that Markeyla and I met and that I had the opportunity to experience the kit and her because I'm very impressed with her. And that she's here with us today to answer any questions that we may have in reference to the kit. But we essentially are going to walk through the kit and not in a way that we've done in our previous videos. Sorry for any jingling or jangling, but life be lifing. And it won't stop. All right. So we're going to walk through pretty much what you see here. Our welcome and introductions. We had the Lotus Mother set our intention for our virtual vision board party. And then we are going to move through the phases of the kit. And again, if you happen to be someone who finds this video and you would like to create your vision board for the new year, if you don't have the kit, but I think you're going to want it after you see it, you can still utilize what we're doing in terms of the exercises to move through the steps to develop a fantastic vision board for yourself. Whether you prefer to do a traditional one, whether or not you prefer to do a digital one, whether or not you just want like a piece of paper where you put some things on it in terms of your own goal setting and planning, these steps I believe will work. So we're going to walk through a reflection exercise. We're going to go through planning. After we do a little bit of reflection, we're going to do some visualization and dreaming, which is super duper important when we talk about vision and the law of attraction and claiming things that we want in our life and then taking steps to make them happen. And then we're going to talk about another thing that is fantastic about what Self-Imagined offers. And that is the vision board app that she has that will help us stay accountable to ourselves as we move throughout the year. And it connects directly with the Ultimate Vision Board Kit.
Yes, I'm excited to go through everything.
Yes. And if you're new here, Charlene T. Easter, again, I'm real kind of silly sometimes. Like, and I get hype at times. And when I'm so excited, I don't try to hide it, like the Pointer Sisters. If you don't know who it is, Google it. All right. So, so let us pull out your vision board kit if you haven't. And we are going to actually start by allowing you to take a really good look at what you have. And you should have 3 components. Mm-hmm. I'm going to let Markeyla go into this portion of it so she can explain her fabulous kit.
Yeah. So when you take out the items in the kit, you'll have the first item that you'll see is the booklet, which includes self-awareness and mindset exercises, as well as the 3-month undated planner in the back of the booklet. And then the second item that you see, you will have the vision board card deck. So it includes 200 affirmations, images, and quotes to inspire you through accomplishing your goals. And then the third item that you see in the kit is the trifold board. So when you open the trifold board up, it comes in a 3 panel. So you have this side, one side, the second side, and the third side. And you can interchange the colors in and out of the board as you make progress on your goals. And those are the 3 items found in the kit. And self-imagine is really about us imagining and envisioning what we want for ourselves and going after it, getting our goals accomplished and staying accountable to our goals and being committed to what we envision for ourselves. I'm not sure if you guys can hear an echo. Could you hear me okay, Charlene? Okay. But yeah, so those are the 3 items found in the kit. And
I'm sorry,
it's
Markeyla,
okay.
I don't think you heard me. It sort of sounds muffled, so I'm not sure where your mic is. I don't know if it was slightly over your microphone. It's like we can kind of hear you, but not 100% clearly.
Okay, could you hear me now?
I can hear you. Say one more thing.
Okay, so self-imagine is all about us envision. Okay. I was hearing the echo too, so I wasn't sure if the audience was hearing it as well, but I'll repeat myself. So self-imagine is all about us envisioning what we want for ourselves and going after it and staying committed towards our goals. And that was the main reason why I created the vision board kit, is for us to feel empowered and inspired as we accomplish our goals. And also I wanted to create the cards based on showing representation for Black and Hispanic communities as we are accomplishing our goals. It's good to also see us represented in the products that we use in our day-to-day lives. And I thought that when we use our vision board, it's always good to see us represented there as well. But do you guys have any questions in regards to the 3 items that you have taken out of the vision board kit so far? I know I went over the booklet briefly, a gist of the purpose of the booklet, and then I also went over the motivational card deck, you can see here, and then I went over the trifold board. And you can stand the trifold board up however way you want, so you can put it in your room, your office, your living room. I normally keep my vision board on a stand over there, and I do recommend you guys looking at your vision board daily, because I feel like when you look at your vision board daily, you get more motivated. It's just like repeatedly doing something over and over again. You get used to like doing that, and you get the gist of like what you're supposed to be doing. So I feel like when you look at your vision board daily, it motivates you and it inspires you to continue going after your goals. Not sure what happened to Charlene, but any questions in the comments? Okay.
I wanted to give you the full screen because I saw
okay.
the board. So I'm sorry if it threw you off. But yep, I wanted them to hear you, see your beautiful face, and see the board.
Okay, I thought it was some technical difficulties. Good.
I'm still here. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any questions, you guys, in the comments before we move on? Okay. All right. So we're gonna begin with. I can still hear the echo. Can you hear an echo for me, Charlene?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually pulling mine out right now. And I'm going to show y'all the card. That I left in the board from the first time I met Markeyla. And this is right here. Can they see it, Markeyla?
I can see it. I think they can see it.
Because I am a successful Black person.
Yes, you are.
And I'm excited to dive into it. I love this. And where are my, and I cannot wait to, wait a minute, I'm doing too much at one time. Oh.
It's okay.
So.
And here's some of how the cards look like, you guys. I forgot to mention, here are some of how the cards look like within the kit. And I'm sorry if you can hear an echo. I can hear an echo on my side, so let us know if you can hear the same thing in the comments.
Okay. Yeah. Did you cut your volume down like a little, maybe?
Let me try that. Okay. Let me keep talking to see if you guys can still hear it.
I can hear you, but it's still there, but it's okay. Like, we can understand you. Like, we're going to make it through.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So I think the first thing up is we are going to start with the self-imagined. Imagine your full potential and become your best self booklet for those who have the kit. Okay. So if you have the kit, this is the time you want to open this up and kind of start walking through the different portions of the sections. Based on the table of contents, I say that we are going to go from pages 1 through, let's do pages 1 through 5 for now. What do you think, Markeyla?
Yeah, I would say pages 1 through 15, because that
Okay.
also encompasses the other parts.
Okay, 1 through 15?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start working through pages 1 through 15 in our booklet, right? For those who have the booklet. For those of you who may not have the booklet, who happen upon this page, I'm sorry, not this page, but this video, and you want some assistance, we are moving into reflection at this point. It is super important for you to think. In my opinion, like, let me be clear, because I'm an artist, so I like creative things, right? So although I love this kit and I'm going to use it, I may still have other boards I create because that's the artist in me, right? So if you're creating a board because you like the feeling of cutting and pasting and looking at beautiful pictures and feeling things, right? Because we're all different in terms of what encourages and what inspires us. If you're creating the board and the intention is for goal setting, then you're going to want to do some level of reflection, right? One way that I think is super important is for us to think about what has happened over the past year. And I have some questions that might be helpful to those who don't have the kit, but actually it might even be helpful to those of us who do have the kit. And I'm going to post those here. So these are reflection questions for goal setting. And I thought this list was actually really fantastic. And there are so many different ways that you can do this based on what works for you, what motivates you, what encourages you, what gets you into a place of reflection. The first question is, what is the most important goal I achieved this year, right? And this year would be, of course, we're talking about 2023. So last year, right? In what area do I feel I've made my biggest improvements? Like, that's a great question to ask yourself, to think about, because oftentimes, actually, I think in life, we are moving so fast. We are dealing with just day-to-day things that sometimes we forget to stop and assess where we may have been really, really successful. And on the flip side, sometimes because we're trying to get through when life is lifing, which happens to all of us at times, right? Sometimes we may forget to even take a look at some of the things that happened or took place that it's like, oh, I don't want to experience that again. And I'm talking about maybe some things that are within the span of our control. Things that are beyond our control, we can't do anything about. We just have to move and roll with the punches, right? But I thought that was a great question. What's the most challenging part of last year for me? It says this year, sorry, but it should say last year. What was the most challenging thing for you? Not in a way that might make you feel sad or down, but honestly, let's think about it from a perspective of you're here and you survived it, right? And what did you learn? Which is another one of the questions. Like, what is the biggest mistake of the year, and what lesson did you learn as a result of a mistake that you made? Like, these are ways for us to turn negatives into positives and for us to try to find the silver lining, right? In situations that may be unpleasant sometimes. So, this is a list of questions that, again, might be helpful in terms of the reflections that we're going to be doing because we're all going to be using what is in the kit. And because we respect Markeyla and Self Imagined, we're not going through her booklet unless we have purchased it. Yes. So we are going to walk through the booklet with the prompts because there are prompts and inside the booklet that we're going to do. But these are supplements that can be helpful to anyone, again, who may not have the kit as of yet and may be doing a different type of vision board. So if there aren't any questions from anyone who is live with us at this time, and I don't see any, I am going to put on some music. And Markeyla and I are going to go backstage so we can begin working on our vision boards too and our reflections. And we're going to allot about 20 minutes. Are there any questions so far about anything that you have in your kit? Anything that you see inside the booklet that you may have a question about that you would like to ask Markeyla about before we get started with part 1 of developing our 2024 vision board? Drop it in the comments. If there aren't any questions and you are ready to go, as they used to say on In Living Color, put a thumbs up in the comments for me, please. Thumbs up in the comments for me, please.
Yeah. And I think what you said, I just wanted to make a note. I think what you said there is so important because I feel like the more that we practice self-reflection, the more that we are self-aware on the things that we go through, that helps us grow in the future. So the questions that you have here is like, you did really good. I really like these.
Thank you, Markeyla. Okay, so we have one question. I know what I think. So I'm gonna say I would recommend working through the prompts first from the booklet. So, and let me also share this. And Markeyla, if you
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Work through the self-awareness exercises that's in the booklet and do the prompts first because those prompts are going to help you move into the last section of the booklet, which is the planning section. And then once you have basically the self-awareness exercises is really to help you focus on where you are at now in life and what you want to work towards. And then in the back of the booklet is really supposed to help you with, okay, now that you have now that you have a vision of what you're working towards, how can I make a plan to actually accomplishing my goals? And then once you have that plan, then the third step would be to now constructing and creating your vision board based on what you have put in the booklet.
Yep. And to double back on that, I want to go back and be a little more clear in sort of the way we planned our agenda for working through our vision boards. So the reflection piece, which is what we're about to start, really involves those reflection questions and this first portion of the booklet. Okay. So the planning piece will involve the second portion of the booklet and or planner or calendar if you have one, if you're doing a more traditional or digital vision board. And then the third part, where it's visualization and dreaming, will actually involve the cards and the board. Okay. So that's the way we kind of sort of set this up to work through. So we're actually walking you through the entire kit and giving all of us a little bit of time to reflect on some things that will help us decide what we absolutely want more of for 2024 as we plan our goals for the year. So
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. So yeah, and the self-reflection exercises that's in the booklet, they're all in the booklet. So those who have the kit have the prompts, so you guys can see the prompts. So we're gonna give you time to work on the prompts for yourself, and then the questions that you see here on the screen is for those who like to have their own vision board, or they have like a poster board or a journal. Those are questions for you guys to reflect on. But those with the kit and have the that has the booklet has already self-reflection exercises that's in the kit separate from the questions that you see here.
Yep.
Hope that
So
makes sense.
if everybody is ready, I see the thumbs up, then we are going to step off stage and we are going to allot about 20 minutes. And so give us like a okay if you all feel like you kind of finished with your activity before the 20 minutes are up, unless you have a snack and you just gonna kind of lounge into it, because again, this is a chill vibe. Like, while goals are serious, we want to go into it from a place of peace and rest and relaxation and focus. So I'm going to step away and I'm going to start working through my booklet, and we're going to put some music on, and then we'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Yes.
Let me find the music.
Okay.
Hold tight, Markeyla. Thanks so much for joining us. And thanks so much for supporting a Black woman owned business by purchasing from the kit. I just want to say
everyone. We wanted just to check in to see how you guys are doing. So the self-reflection questions that Charlene added was on the screen earlier, and I believe she also added it in the comments. So right now we're just working through those self-reflection for those who do not have the kit, but for those who do have the kit, you guys have the self-reflection and self-awareness exercises in the booklet. So we just wanted to hop on to see how you guys are doing, but let us know if you have any questions in the comments, and then we can hop back on to answer them. Yes, we are. Yep, we are working through 1 through page 15 in the booklet. Okay, so we'll check back in a few with you guys, but let us know if you have any questions.
Okay, I finally found what boosts my metabolism, and it's not crazy workouts or fad diets. The real secret was cutting out a hidden ingredient.
Oh my, how is everybody coming along with their reflection activity? I know that these types of things, at least for myself, can be kind of time consuming, in a good way. You know, whenever we're taking time to reflect, um, you have to, kind of go into deep thought on some things, and that might take, a moment. So please know that while we definitely are here to at least start our vision board. It is okay if you need extra time to think through some of the reflection prompts. Um, and it is also okay if you don't come up with more than one goal, or if even if you're just working your way through the kit and you come up with your goals later. Literally, this is about us finding inspiration, encouragement, and motivation, and just having a little bit of me time to really think about what it is that went really, really well for us in 2023, and a little bit about the things that we wanted to do but didn't get the opportunity to do, and to see if we even still want to do them moving into 2024. And if we do, how we can make those things happen. So I'm going to bring Markeyla back to the stage, and we are going to move into the next portion of our session. And that next portion of our session is going to be planning. Is going to be planning. Now, I'm going to let Markeyla, and I'm going to step back so that she can have the full stage and no audio disruption, as she kind of walks you through her thoughts in terms of the intention behind the second portion of your booklet and how you can use that to plan. And then I'll come in with some additional feedback and follow up. Is that good, Markeyla?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to step back.
All right, guys. So now that we went through the self-awareness exercises in the booklet, and if you didn't have the booklet, if you had a chance to either write down or reflect on the self-reflection questions that Charlene gave, that is great. So now we're going to move on to the second portion, which if you flip through pages 20 or 16 through 16, starting on 16, going all the way up through 55. So this is the second portion of the booklet where we kind of get into planning. And after you do the self-reflection questions, it's always good to focus on what you set for yourselves and the tensions behind that. And then as you have that in your mind and you have that written down, it's good to move on to starting to getting those things that you want to happen in action. And that was my whole thought process with the booklet. Now that you've written down your intentions behind your goals, it's good to move into the planning portion of how you're going to get those goals accomplished. So if you flip to the back of the booklet, you will see that there are planning sections in the back of the booklet. So these sections are really to help you focus on your monthly, weekly, and daily goals, as well as focus on making monthly reflections. What worked good, what didn't work good, and what would you take into the next month? And please let me know if you guys have any questions in regards to that portion of the booklet. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, on page 16, you're going to see some prompts just to help you prepare yourself before moving into the planning section. And then the planning section, the 3-month undated planner starts on page 20, but starting on page 16, it's like another additional self-reflection prompt just to help you gear up for the planning portion of the booklet.
Okay. So, one other thing that I would like to add is for anyone, and what I'm sharing is in addition to the resources that Markeyla has already provided to you, if you happen to already have the Ultimate Vision Board Kit. So, this is just something extra that might help you in addition to the prompts that she's provided in her booklet. But for those of you who may be creating a different style of vision board, who are not working through the book right now, then this is something that I think will be super helpful. This is something I've heard about for years, but I have to be 100% honest. I'm kind of, what is the saying? fly by the seat of your pants type sometimes. So I may not always think through all of the steps, but I'm getting better at it as I get older and I realize one, I don't quite have as much time as I used to have to be piddling around and not giving thought and intention to the things that I do, the people who I spend time with, and the things that I allow to occupy my mind, right? So let's talk real quick about SMART goals. And you're probably familiar with this acronym because, they talk about it at work a lot in general. But I'm going to put the notes up here. But SMART goals are super important in terms of helping you to set goals and then the action steps that are required to achieve the goals. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based or timely. And achievable can also be attainable, right? Sometimes we have huge goals that literally may take several small steps, and the small steps might still be big steps. Hopefully y'all are following what I'm saying. Like, if a goal is so big, it may be something that it can take you months to do or even years to do, but you need to start working on the smaller parts of the plan to even get to the point where you can realize the overall big dream. But sometimes when we're setting goals, and I know I am very guilty of this very thing. I will set a vague goal, right? And I'm going to use an example. How many of us, I literally want you to put a melanated bicep in the comments if you understand or agree or can relate to what it is that I'm about to say, right? How many of us have ever said, oh, this year I really need to lose weight or get into shape? Melanated muscle in the comments if you can relate and if you've ever had that goal. So I know I've had it several times, and then I will say something like, yeah, I need to do it, but then I won't actually plan the actual action steps that are required or even think through the action steps that are required for me to lose weight or get into shape. So get into shape or lose weight is a very vague, non-specific goal, right? However, if I say that I want to lose 10 pounds by, what's a realistic goal? If I say I want to lose 10 pounds by April, okay, then that is specific, that is measurable, that is achievable, because we know, well, we may or may not know, right, that typically it's not super healthy to lose more than 1 to 1.5 pounds per week. Typically, everybody is different. Everybody's health is different. So I'm just talking on average, right? Normally, if you can lose 1 to 1.5 pounds a week, that's considered a healthy, steady, maintainable weight loss goal. Okay. So if I say I want to lose 10 pounds by April, I'm giving myself, what is today? Today is the 7th. So let's say I want to lose 10 pounds by April the 15th. I've given myself roughly 3 months or 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that falls in alignment with probably losing about a pound or 1.5 pounds per week, which would be a safe way, right, for me to lose weight and still meet my goal. So it is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable based on what we know to be healthy. And then it is relevant because in April, I'm going to the ball and I got a bodycon dress that's going to be on this body. So that's why it's relevant for me to, this is all made up. This is, I'm just making this up as I go.
Right.
But you want it to be relevant and you want it And to me, when I think of something being relevant as a part of creating your SMART goals, I think about the why behind what it is that you say you want to do, right? So you want to name something specific, you want to have something that you can measure, you want to have something that is realistic for you to achieve, you want to have something that is relevant, meaning what is the why to me? What is the why behind why we're doing it? Because that's the thing that's going to help to motivate you to stay on task with
Mhm.
what it is that you need to do to actually achieve the goals, right? And
Mhm.
then the time-based piece. So for my example, I'm going to say that I know I want to, and I don't have a specific weight goal in mind because I've already shared some of my journey on this channel. If you haven't seen those videos, they are already on my channel in terms of my PCOS condition, in terms of how I started off around 160, 165, gained almost 40 pounds, lost it, and then lost some more, right? So while weight loss isn't where I am right now, I do want to lose fat and I want to build muscle. And I want to do it within the next 4 months, right? That's my goal. I want to do it within the next 4 months. I think that's achievable because right now I don't have a specific number. I kind of like the size where I am. But although I am the smallest I've been in my adult life for probably 2 decades, your girl still got that. I'm not talking bad about myself, but we just gonna tell the truth, right? Just so we want to get rid of some of that, but some of it we want to stay. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. And we want to build muscle and I want to get strong. Like my why for this is I want to be in the best health that I can be in, right? I want to have energy. I want to be able to focus on things that I want to focus on. I want to be strong. I don't want to be a frail older woman, right? So those things are a part of my why. And then I have to think about even breaking it down a little bit more. I want to lose fat and I want to build muscle, right? The one thing that I left out is I want to regain some flexibility that I've lost. I'm going to behave myself because Markeyla's on here. So I want to regain some of the flexibility that I've lost. I need to think about the activities that I need to do that will help me meet my goal of losing fat, building muscle, and gaining flexibility. So when I think that way in terms of creating my SMART goals for myself, I'm like, okay, Charlene, what sort of cardio activities do you need to do that will help support your fat loss? What sort of strength training or resistance training activities do you need to do that will support you gaining muscle and getting strong? What sort of flexibility, Pilates, yoga, stretching activities are required? And then for each one of those things, because already that's three different activities, right? To meet this one goal. I mean, it's my one big health goal, right? But it's three different activities. So I also have to determine how frequently do I have to do each one of these things? And then I have to plug those things into my calendar, which is what Markeyla has provided this 3 months for you to start plotting, right? For that goal for me. So you will want to do something very specific, very similar for whatever goal or goals that you're setting for yourself. And I strongly encourage you to always consider the why behind why you want something, because that is the thing sometimes that will fuel us to make sure that we're doing what it is that we need to do. Because my discipline has been minimal. And that is something that I am working harder on for 2024 for myself, especially to meet this one particular health and wellness goal in terms of my fitness. So that was the one example I wanted to provide. I don't know if Markeyla has anything else to add, or if you all would like to share one or two goals in the comments that you might have for for 2024? Like, if you came up with one already, because you may not have, you may still be truly in a deep reflective state based on the prompts that were provided in the booklet, and that's okay too. Excuse me. But many of us probably came into this knowing that we like vision boards, right? Having an idea of some things that either we really want to achieve for 2024, or some things that we hoped or had planned or had said we were going to achieve in 2023, and it just didn't work out, but we now want to bring them forward to 2024.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I feel like for me, one of my goals is this year is to practice more self-care for myself and
Yes.
taking at least one day from the week and setting aside that one day and just separate myself from my work stuff and just focus on either going for walks or just
Mm,
going to get my nails done or just having that time for myself and
yes.
not so worried about other stuff that's going on, because I feel like if we constantly like worry about we have to do this, we have to do that, we burn out so quick, and sometimes we often forget to focus on what we need for ourselves, like our reset days. Like for me, it's a reset.
Yes. Oh,
And
that's so smart, Markeyla. I
yeah,
love that reset day.
yeah, and going back to why, like focusing on why, what are our intentions behind doing that? And I feel like having a self-care day for me, my reasoning for doing that is not to get burnt out. So I know my why. I feel like if I don't have that self-care day, then I know what it can lead to. It can lead to me overthinking, over worrying. Like I need time to just step back and be like, okay, what does Markeyla need to recuperate for the week ahead? And going back to practicing goals, I feel like if we measure it like a weekly goal, like it can be small or big, like what's one goal that you want to accomplish this week? And
Mm-hmm.
you stay committed to that and you track your progress with that. So I really agree what you said. There's reconnecting to our why and taking that measurable steps to accomplishing that goal.
Yes. Yes to the reset, and always yes to self-care. And that is actually another one of my goals as well, Markeyla. I have been completely slacking on my floats. I haven't been in months. Now, I haven't been slacking on my massages. So, I've been doing some of the things right. But it's like I want to incorporate both, and I have not been making time. And that is something that I know I need to put on my calendar to do at least every other week, because it makes a huge difference in helping to manage stress and for me to get really great sleep. And my sleep has been off. So
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else wants to share. Yes, picture perfect. We see your muscle. If anyone else wants to share a goal or two that they may have, that they don't mind anybody in the world who will see this video knowing about them, yeah, just drop it in the comments. For mine, it really is getting into better shape. It is about my physical fitness. I'm thankful that it is not about my weight as much as it is about my overall health and wellness, and literally wanting to have that energy, wanting to have that focus, and wanting to be strong. Like, and yes, I want to tone up. And yes, while it was a make-believe scenario, I want to be in the bodycon dresses. And listen, I'm about to be 54 years old, and I'm not ashamed in any way, shape, or form. But I want to be, damn. That's I'm gonna put it in the comments for y'all, so y'all can know how they spell it. Like DAYYYYUMMM. That's the kind of sign I want to be. Thank you for understanding, Markeyla.
Nicole said, my goal is to lose 20 pounds by June 20th, which is a really good goal.
Yes. And your why is related to health. Excellent. Yes. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to work through the second portion of the booklet where the planner is located, and you can begin to start to plot out how you're going to make time for the specific activities that are needed for the goals that you need to reach. Okay.
Mhm.
And for those of you who may not have the Ultimate Vision Board kit yet, then, and honestly, even if you do, I think because of the way that I am, I love to write. And
Mhm.
this week and next week, I will be sharing some of the different journals and planners that I have that I will be using, this year. But one includes my calendar planner, and they make so many different types of calendar planners, right? And I am someone who likes paper because I like to write. There is something that is all about getting it out of my head with the purpose of writing. I have colored pens and pretty paper. I like all of that stuff, but I also like the digital in terms of being my accountability buddy, right? To put those reminders in the calendar and
Mhm.
things like that. So this is also the time where if you have your actual planner after you sort of pre-plan in the booklet, and if you don't have the booklet, you can just use your planner or a piece of paper to look at the calendar to figure out what you might need to do, maybe starting with just the first quarter or the first 2 quarters of the year to meet one or two of the goals that you've created for yourself. So yes, we are going to move into that section, and we're going to allot about 15 minutes, maybe, for you all to sort of start to plot out how you're going to meet the goals that you have determined that you want for 2024. And I'm going to cut the music back on. If you have any questions about anything in the kit, please be sure to drop them in the comments. We are happy to make sure that we can answer them for you. And when we come back out of this break, feel like there might be a giveaway on the horizon for those who want to participate in the chat. So I'm just saying, you know, but yes, now's the time we're going to move into planning how we are going to meet our goals. What are the daily, weekly, and monthly steps that you might need to take to meet one or two of the goals that you have established for yourself for 2024? And we'll be back on in 15-ish minutes.
This woman is an anomaly. Harper's Bazaar magazine featured her on the cover and said she's the author of the world's #1 manifestation method. And as I got to know her story, I got blown away by what she pulled off. Get this, just less than 10 years
Step into Wix Studio, the new web creation platform built for agencies, where creative freedom meets absolute efficiency. Elements scale by default in perfect harmony, and even the most advanced layouts adapt with responsive AI. In Studio, immersive experiences take shape with no-code interactions and custom CSS. Components are developed once, deployed across sites, and sold on the app market.
Hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Okay, I see. Kenyatta, yes. The workbook is very helpful and designed with intention. Love the flow of this process. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yes. I'm going to bring Markeyla back. Hey, Markeyla.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. I am thinking it is time for a little giveaway. And this is going to be sort of like, you remember when you were in elementary school and you got little stars on the chart for participation? That's what we're going to do.
Good old memories.
That's what we're going to do. So I have a question. And depending upon who responds to the question in the chat, that or those individuals will be entered into. No, I didn't even show y'all. Look at my little sparkly gift bag. It's got little mini cute gifts in it. Just a little token to thank y'all for showing up and hanging out with us as we do our vision board. So there are some things in here, and I'm going to show you what they are after we get started. So the first giveaway. Ooh, put my little sparkly bag back. Wait a minute. I got to look at what I'm doing. Sorry. Even though I'm a mom, I don't really have eyes in the back of my head. You know how they used to say that. So, because this channel focuses on melanated women, Black and brown women, yes, it's giving Beyonce with the silver sparkles. Yes, Renaissance. Because this channel is all about Black and brown women prioritizing their health and their happiness. And I believe that we can do that by maintaining our melanin as well as a positive mindset so that we can create magic in our everyday lives, whatever magic is for you. I say that whenever I start off my channel most of the time. So for me, in the category of melanin and maintaining our melanin, I consider all things beauty as something that we beautiful brown and Black women can do, right? To make us feel good in terms of our happiness and in some ways our health. So, on the beauty train, I would like to know if you are a lipstick lover. If you are a lipstick lover, if you are a lipstick lover, in the chat, I want you to drop a lipstick emoji. And then behind it, I want you to tell me whether or not you prefer to rock a nude lip, a bold lip, or you rock both. Because listen, we're gonna do it all and we giving everything. So lipstick emoji, and then behind the emoji, put natural, put bold, or put both. And your name is going to go into this drawing, and I'm going to pull it out after we come back from the next session. And then I'm going to show you all what you're going to win. So let's see what's in Mama's little bag. So for beauty, I have, if you're a lipstick lover, 3 little mini lipsticks that I would like to gift someone. Yeah, I have 3 little mini lipsticks that I would like to give someone. And hopefully you can see these. Aren't they cute?
They are.
You know why they so cute? Because they're Pat McGrath. If you're a makeup lover, you know it's a big deal. But these are little Pat McGrath minis, and they're all different shades. And I'm going to share what they are to encourage more to enter into the drawing to win. So these have not been used at all. But this first one in the blue is called Flesh 5. So we're taking a beauty break here. We're taking a beauty break. All right. Can y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? So that's Flesh 5. That is one little mini lipstick that you can win. This is Executive Realness. Ooh, that sounds official. That's that shade. Really pretty.
Nice.
Very pretty. So that's another shade that you can win. And then the last one is called Soft Core. And that, I hope you can tell, is slightly a little more of a nudie. So you have something that is nudie and something that is bold. So you can win all 3. Like now, I'm telling you, you can win all 3. But if you're like, girl, I'm not wearing them red lips, pink lips, berry lips, whatever they were. If you win, it's fine. We'll save them and we'll redistribute. Okay. But that is one thing. And then the other thing that I am going to gift with the lipstick is one of these doTERRA essential oil spa bath bars. And this is in the scent Serenity. I got you so excited, Markeyla. You doing stuff over there. Girl, you want one of his bath bombs too? This is one of my favorite doTERRA essential oils, and I've mentioned it before. It is extremely relaxing. It is fantastic to add to a bath, and that is what I normally do when I do my relaxing baths. In addition to essential oils, I'm sorry, in addition to Epsom salt, I normally drop some of the Serenity oil into my bath. I also diffuse it. It is exceptionally effective at helping you get a good night's sleep. So you'll have this. So like your lipstick for the day and your little bath bar for the evening. So that's in this first drawing. Just a little something. So
amazing for self-care days.
Yes. So that is what is in the drawing. Anyone who, before we finish the last activity, responds to the question with the little lipsticky thing, your name is going to go in. And the only thing you have to feel comfortable with is making sure that we can connect. And we can do that via my Instagram, which is at Charlene T. Easter. And then you have to feel comfortable giving me your mailing address or your P.O. box so that I can send it to you. That's it, especially if you happen to not be in the area where I am. So that's a little something. I had to throw a little beauty in the mix. Sorry, Markeyla.
It's all good. I like it. It's good for self-care. Like, that's a part of it too.
Yes. So we are now going to move on to the next and most fun. I'm going to say the most fun part. is the visualization and dreaming.
Yeah.
Visualization and dreaming. And this means it is time to bust out the cards, the beautiful cards, and your actual Ultimate Vision Board Kit board. So, Markeyla, I'm going to let you go because.
Okay, so I have the card deck here. So if you guys have the card deck, you can pull out your cards now and then also open up your vision board booklet. And this is my favorite part too.
Yes.
Great. You get to like now have a visualization of all your goals.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to show you some of the cards that I have here that I plan on putting in my board. And this goes back to your health and wellness, your fitness routine, Charlie.
Yes.
I keep this on my board as well because
does it keep going?
Say that again?
Does that say keep going?
Yeah, it says keep going. So I have this on my vision board as well because I am also in a journey of getting back into like exercising and all that good stuff related to fitness.
Yes.
So here are some cards that's in the card deck. So what you put on your booklet, so all the intentions and all the goals and different areas of life you focused on within the booklet, now we're going to take out the cards that's really related to the goals that you put in each section, the first section and the second half of the section. So the reflection prompts and the planning section in the back of the booklet, we're going to take out our cards and relate it to what we put in our booklet. So just go through the cards and really pick out cards that's focused on your goals. It can be a monthly goal. Say, for instance, you want to create the vision board based on a month. So these are the goals that I want to accomplish for the month, or you can do it for the year. You can make your vision board for the year, whatever timeline that works with you, create it based on the timeline that works for you. So just take out some cards that works for you. I have some here.
These are, I know I just keep repeating myself, but these are so beautifully done. Like looking at these immediately make me feel transformed to whatever the place is that you're showing or whatever the thing is that you're sharing on the various cards. And I love the messaging and I love that. And we've mentioned this before in other videos, but in case you haven't seen them, the cards are dual-sided. There is something on the front and there is something on the back. Yeah. So, and for Spanish speaking, beauty boos in here. Yes, there is, the language is there. There's Spanish on some of the cards in reference to, well, also, I can't get my thoughts together. My mouth is moving faster than my mind. There is Spain. Okay.
Spanish speaking. Yes.
I get excited. There is Spanish on some of the cards that go along with the beautiful visuals that are also provided. So the cards are in English and some Spanish. I just love the intention behind it, and I love the inclusivity, and I love that you also went out of your way to make sure that there are brown people, showcased on some of these cards. Like, representation matters, and I'm gonna stop right there.
It does. And that's also like, I wanted to create the kit, like if it's anyone in the world, like just having cards like my Black is beautiful, like waking up and like just seeing that and just like reminding ourselves like our Black is beautiful. So, and I really wanted the cards to embody that, like you wake up, you see something that's placed, just like how you look at your calendar on your wall or any other motivational saying that you have on your wall, or it could be a poster. If you have your vision board, you're just seeing it constantly every day and you're just reminding yourself like you are beautiful, you can accomplish your goals, you can just go for it and get what you want to get done.
Yes, I love it. So one of the things that I want to say, so this is the part where we are going to dream and visualize, and we're going to use the cards that represent the goals that we have in reference to what we've recorded so far in the booklet. And for anyone here who isn't using the booklet yet, whatever it is that you've written down in your notebook or on your planner or calendar, okay? Now, one of the things that I would like to say, and then, and you know, I'm thinking maybe we should switch it up just a little bit, Markeyla. I'm going to say something about dreams and visualization. And then I think, if it's okay with you, I will play the video, because I don't know if you all have paid attention, but each one of these cards, front and back, there is a number associated with each particular photo that is on the card. The number is relevant because Markeyla's free app that will help us stay accountable to ourselves works with the numbers on the card, so that when you download the app and you register, again, it's free, you plug in the numbers from the different cards that you're going to put on your vision board that tie to the goals you set for yourself. And then you can set different little reminders and things like that. And the cards are going to pop up. So you have it in your phone with you, even when you're not home or at your office or whatever it is that you're going to choose to put your vision board up, so that you stay accountable to yourself. So I think that's fantastic. So I'm thinking that once I share my thoughts and you share any other thoughts you have in reference to dreaming and visualization, I will show the video real quick. And then if anyone has questions, we can kind of address the questions at that point, and then we can move into putting our cards on our board. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good. And I can explain more in detail how to use the app, because I know the video is kind of short, but I can explain briefly how to use the app and how to upload it as well.
Okay. Yes. So, there are a couple of comments. Let me go back over and see what folks are saying.
Oh, the lipstick.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all better go ahead and make sure y'all get y'all lipstick. But so yeah, like what I would like to share in terms of visualization, I really truly do believe in the law of attraction. It's been a number of years, and I honestly believe, and I think I've shared this in another video or two, that my belief in the law of attraction was developed during a not so pleasant time in my life, right? But in learning about the law of attraction and some of the different practices and steps and things that you can take towards mindfulness and honestly, like really controlling your thoughts. You know, sometimes we feel like we don't have control over the things that we think, but we have more control than we realize. And it is, I'm going to say, a skill to learn how to manage your mind and your thoughts, and not from a standpoint of like feeling like you're wrestling with yourself to not think certain things. But I think this is where yoga and meditation and other mindfulness practices come in to help you learn that we sometimes may not necessarily be able to control certain thoughts that may flow through our mind, but it is important to not always have visceral reactions to the thoughts that we're having, especially if they're not pleasant thoughts, and learn how to shift your thoughts from negative to positive, right? So visualization to me literally is something I've done my whole life. I'm a dreamer. I'm a daydreamer. Like I still feel like I'm a great big old kid. So I will literally daily think about things that I really, really want. Things that I really, really want. And I've learned over years, and I do it so much more now, like to allow myself the full thought, no restrictions in my mind, no limiting what it is that I think I should have based on how I was raised or where I live or what color my skin is or any of the other things, right? That sometimes limit what we think we can do and what we think we can have. But I now allow myself the full thought, and I'm getting better and better at it because I've been practicing it for a while, right? And I think about what I want. Anytime I find myself focused on something that I know I don't want or something that is unpleasant, I've learned to, one, if it's not something that is actually happening, okay? If it is not something that is actually happening in my life that I have to address or deal with, I've learned to, and I learned this actually when I used to do Mary Kay, say out loud sometimes or in my mind, cancel, cancel, meaning I'm canceling that negative thought. And I have a whole reel of things that are beautiful, that are positive, that are joy and love filled, that I will turn that reel on in my mind. And I start thinking about those things because I'm going to drown out negative thoughts. But when I am thinking about things I want, I allow myself to go a step further and feel it like it's really happening, because they say that you're training yourself to receive what it is that you say that you want. And sometimes our mind and our body doesn't know, which is why it's not necessarily a good habit to focus on negatives. You know what I mean? In a bunch of scenarios that may not happen, because you, like, your body responds to that, right? Like when we have a really, really bad dream, for example, right? All of us have had a nightmare and you wake up literally feeling like it has happened to you. You can be sweating, you know what I mean? You can be breathing hard. Your heart can be pounding because your mind didn't realize it wasn't real. It was a dream. So that same effect in the negative, we can turn it into a positive when we are visualizing and thinking about and focusing on the things that we want to have, want to do, or want to be in this life. And I encourage you to take it a step further by making sure you keep a reel of things that you know make you happy, bring you joy, and give you all the feels, the good fuzzy feels, so that you can cancel out negative thoughts and then feel it. Like feel it like it's really happening. Like be goofy and giddy with it. I mean, I'm goofy and I'm not ashamed. It is a part of who I am, but be goofy and giddy with it. Like, yeah.
Right. I totally agree, because we can like change our reality and change like how we see things just like by reshaping like what we think of ourselves and how we're taking that into our mind and how we're spitting that out through our tongue. Like
Yes.
when you
Yes.
say, yes, when you repeatedly say your affirmations and say, I am this, your mind, your body, how you move, it just automatically starts to change. And that's just coming from like my personal experience too. And I'm pretty sure your experience as well. Like when you say things out loud, you become that. And if you say negative things to yourself, you start to act that way. You start to think that way. So, yeah.
Yes. So in addition to the thoughts, it is also your self-talk. Like Markeyla just said, what are you saying to yourself? Affirm yourself in love and in positivity, and do it daily. Do it daily, you know, and sometimes we're in environments or situations where we don't have a lot of control. So this is where it is super important to try to control your mind, control your thoughts, control what you're saying. Even about some of these situations, find the positive.
Right.
Find the positive. So, yeah, that's what I was going to say about visualization and dreaming. It is important.
Yeah, I feel like if we don't dream or if we don't have a vision that we see for ourselves, it's like kind of like staring at a blank wall. Like you don't know what's next for yourself. So I feel like sometimes we can get like that. Sometimes we don't know. We don't know what exactly that we want, but sometimes we just have to sit down and say, what makes me happy? What do I want to go for in life? What do I want here while I'm here on earth? And I feel that when we think that way, we start to be like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do it. Like we have to sometimes be our biggest like motivators, and sometimes we have to also keep ourselves accountable and we sometimes make commitments to other people, but we sometimes don't make commitments to ourselves because we either think we're too scared to do something, we either based our actions on other people's opinions. And I feel that
Yeah.
sometimes we just have to step back and really evaluate what brings me happiness, what brings me joy, and go for that. And don't let our self-doubts, don't let other people's opinions, don't let any of that stop you from becoming who you envision yourself to become. And I feel like sometimes we can be our biggest roadblocks, but it's okay. We're human. And by saying these affirmations and saying stuff that we want for ourselves, we become it. And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And I love that, you know, I'm gonna say this, and I hope, and I don't think Markeyla will take offense to this at all, but I really love that at her young age, she is developing or has developed this mindset and created a kit um, that will help other Black and Brown people, period. But right now, I'm focused on women, right? Her kit is for anyone, okay? But I'm focused on Black and Brown women, teens, and tweens, right? Who always need to be affirmed about our unique beauty that most people are trying to copy or emulate, but make us feel like this melanin, our hair, our features that everybody's trying to copy is not attractive. But you trying to get it though. You trying to get these lips, right? You trying to get these hips. Okay. So I think it is so important at your age that you are carrying this message into the world for other people of all ages. But I just love that. I'm sorry. I'm
Thank
turning into a
you. Thank you.
I'm turning into a sap. So I love that. I love that. And I love it for the kid. And what I will say about the cards is I'm gonna have a hard time narrowing these cards down because I see a whole lot of vacation pics, and vacation and travel is in my future, in my mind. I'm living life like her on the edge by the pool. So what I'm going to do is, if you all don't have any questions right now, we are going to move into plotting our cards onto the vision board. And again, if you don't finish in the next, 15 or 20 minutes that we have in the session, it is fine. This is your kit to make yours 2 and 3 times over. And as Markeyla said a little bit earlier, if you want to do your goals for the quarter or for the first 6 months, set your board up that way. Like, we don't have to stress ourselves out behind something that it is that we say we want, right? That kind of defeats the purpose. So before we move into that activity, I'm going to play this very short clip that Markeyla provided, and I'm going to pop off stage and play the clip so that she can explain about the app that goes with the vision board. So I'm going to hop off and I'm going to play this video. And Markeyla, I'm probably going to let it loop or play it more than once. And I'll let you walk through what we're seeing, okay?
Got it. All right, guys. It just went a little bit faster, but we're going to play this in a loop. So when you log onto the app, you have the option to log on. It's for iOS and it's for Android. So once you log on, you're going to see a button that says Vision Board. Once you click that button, you have 2 options. You have one option to upload one card, and then you have the second option to upload multiple cards. So if you choose the one card, you're going to choose a card that you placed on your vision board, and you're going to see a number at the bottom. So it says this card says 149. So you're going to go back into the app and you're going to go to the selection of the one card. Once you go into the app, you're going to type in 149. Actually, we're going to play this again. So you're going to type in 149, and then you're going to see your card appear. And then you can select the times that you want to receive the reminders from your card. You can do it for daily, receive daily reminders for your card, or you can receive weekly reminders. So just set it based on how often you want to receive your card reminders. And then the second option is to upload multiple cards at once. So if you have multiple cards that you just want to upload right now, say for instance, I want to upload 149 and I want to upload 97 and then I want to upload 147, then I go into the app and I type those three numbers in for the selection that's multiple cards. And then once you have those three cards in, you can now begin to select if you want to receive it daily or if you want to receive it weekly. And you can select the times as well, the start time. So say for instance, I want to receive card 147 at 8 a.m. And then the end time, say for instance, I want to stop receiving reminders at 4 p.m. Then you can select the end time there, and that's for daily. So you receive reminders daily on your cards for those time periods, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., or you have the option to change it whatever time that works best for you. And then if you want to do weekly, say for instance, I only want to receive these cards, say for instance, keep going. I want to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to receive this card, keep going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every time right before I go to the gym. So say, for instance, you go for weekly, you can make this card for 6 a.m. and then in the reminder at 8 a.m. So I want to receive this reminder from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you can do for weekly, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and you hit set reminder, and all your cards will display on the landscape, and you will also receive reminders on your phone throughout the week or daily as well. We are in the process of making updates to the Android side of the app. So if you guys have any questions about that, or if you want to see the latest updates with that or get reminders in regards to those updates, you can also subscribe to our newsletter on our website at www.selfimagine.com as well. But updates to the Android are to come soon. So yeah. If you guys have any questions about the app, please leave it in the comments. And you can also download on the Apple Store and also on Google Play Store as well. And you can see here that this recording is for 3 cards. So I added in 3 cards right here, and this recording is for 1 card, and that was added to the landscape there as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for providing. The only question I have, and if you said it, I'm so sorry if I missed it,
It's okay.
is what is the exact name of the app that we're looking for when we go into the Apple Store? And then what is the exact name of the app that we're looking for if we go into the Google Play Store?
Yeah, so it's Self Imagine. And once you just type that name in, the app appears. So it's Self Space Imagine with the ED at the end. So that's both on Google Play Store and the App Store as well. And then we're in the current process of making updates to Android in terms of the Google sign-in.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes people be trying to act funny and it'll be different things out there, and I don't want people to download the wrong thing thinking that it is yours,
Yes.
Okay. So I'm typing this into the comments for the Ultimate Vision Board Kit Companion. And then you also said something about, did you say your wait list, or did you say they can go to your website to download the app? I'm sorry.
You can go to my website on the app tab. It takes you, if you click one of those buttons, Google
Okay.
Play Store, the App Store, it takes you straight to the app. And then also you can just go on your phone on the App Store and then download the app on there. So you can go to my website or you can go on the App Store, whichever one works best for you to download the app. But we are making updates to Android. So any updates we have with the app, we always send out in our newsletter, any updates that's occurring within the app. We always send it out through our newsletter. So if they wanted to sign up for our newsletter and receive updates for our app, as well as other things pertaining to our website, please do so at sophiemedic.com.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I put that in the chat. And because we run just a little bit over, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the winner for the giveaway. And I am going to encourage everyone to continue to work on their ultimate vision board kit and their vision board, utilizing the information shared today by us and everything that is available to you in the ultimate vision board kit. And I'm also going to encourage you to like this video on my channel, which is at Charlene T. Easter. I'm also going to encourage you to like this video on Markeyla's channel, which is at Shop Self Imagined here on YouTube. I'm going to encourage you to follow us on Instagram. For myself, at Charlene T. Easter. You can also follow my Facebook page, my active page, which is also at Charlene T. Easter. And you can connect with me on LinkedIn at Charlene T. Easter. Everything is Charlene T. Easter. For Markeyla,
Yeah, so you can find us on social media at Shop Self Imagine. And then we also created a Facebook vision board group, and that is at Shop. If you go to at Shop Self Imagine, you should see it, but the name is Self Imagine Vision Board Group. So you can follow us there as well, and then become a part of the community as you make progress on your goals this year.
yes. And you're on TikTok too?
Oh, yes, TikTok, Facebook, and Pinterest as well. And then LinkedIn, we're just Self-Imagine on LinkedIn.
Awesome. And then one other thing before I do this giveaway, and then we close out. One, I would really like to thank the Lotus Mother for starting us off with such a beautiful activity and all her positivity. I just always appreciate. So thank you to her. Please know that after we log off, I will share her information in the description box along with both of our information because it's going to be there in case you want to know how to reach out to us, although we've said it here, right? But the Lotus Mother also has a book that helps you create affirmations for yourself. So if you are someone who struggles with that process, especially when it comes to what we talked about just a little bit ago, the I ams, stating them clearly, learning how to write out affirmations to help you cancel out negative beliefs and self-limiting beliefs, you're going to want to check out her book in addition to the various services and products that she offers. The love candle, I've renamed. And that's just one of the candles that I've had from her. So I want to thank her. And when you all finish your vision boards, if you are comfortable sharing the boards with the cards on it or just a section of it, we want to see on social media. We want to see what you have. So this is where you're going to find us on Instagram. You're going to find us on LinkedIn, or you're going to find us on Facebook and TikTok. And we want you to use these hashtags. Hashtag Charlene T. Easter. Hashtag Melanin Magic Mindset. All right. And then we also want you to use hashtag Shop self-imagined, and then hashtag the ultimate vision board kit. So we can find you. We want to see what your goals are and maybe do a check-in, every quarter or so, in hopes that not only do you find this resource in terms of the kit, helpful for you to see what it is and have active reminders on the board and on the app, but that it is also encouraging and that we can continue to encourage each other in all these communities that we're a part of. So that is the ultimate goal, because I just think Black and brown women need tons of affirmations and love, and support. And that is part of what I am here to do, in addition to us having fun. So that being said, I'm going to draw names to see, I'm shaking it up, who is going to win the 3 lipsticks and the Serenity doTERRA bath bar. All right. And the winner is Kenyatta. Yay! So Kenyatta, you got 3 lipsticks coming your way. 3 Pat McGrath, let's be very clear. Lipsticks coming your way. And a Serenity bath bar for your self-care time. All right. So I'm going to hang out here for probably another 15 or so minutes. I don't want to disrespect anyone's time because we're a little bit over. So if you have to go, we totally get it. But again, we want you to find us on social media when you have put your cards on the board, and also when you upload the app and you put in your cards. We want to hear from you in terms of how it is working for you, and how much you love it. Right, Markeyla?
Yes. Please tag us.
Yes, we want to hear. And I'll be here if you aren't in a rush to go anywhere else and you want to hang out and start placing your cards. And I'm going to cut the music back on because I'm going to play with the cards myself. But I do want to now say thank you. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us today, for liking the video on both channels. And I hope that you will go back and actually watch more of my other 2 interviews and conversations with Markeyla about her brand, because we love supporting Black-owned and Black women-owned businesses. And I hope that your 2024 is off to a fantastic start. I think that I also suggest you go and watch the video with myself and the Lotus Mother. I'll be watching that again if you haven't. Like, this is the year of 8, and 8 signifies abundance. A part of it for many of us is just that mindset work and believing that we can have the things that we desire because we're deserving, and then just taking the action steps that this booklet and the kit can help you put into place for yourself to make these things happen. So I'm going for more in 2024. More fun, more concerts, more love, more of everything. Like, just everything that makes me happy. And I hope you are too. That's what I want to say to end out. And I will let Markeyla end it.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed myself and enjoyed talking to you and reflecting and going over the kit. So, and I thank everyone for showing up as well. I really enjoyed our discussion. And yes, please. Well, yes, congratulations. Thank you. So thank you, Charlene, for having me on, and thank you guys for joining. And if you guys have any questions, just go to our website, and or you can DM us on social media. But thank you.
Yes, and again, this is Markeyla's website, www.
It's
nope,
www.
I did it wrong. It's self-image. I caught myself. I was getting all happy. I'm gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this right now.
It's okay. It's www.selfimagine.com. And on social media, it's Shop Self Imagined. Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you find her. Yes. Yes. So thank you, Markeyla. I appreciate all the conversations we've had. I appreciate this fantabulous kit that you've created. And I look forward to seeing more of what you will do in the future.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing your vision board kit. I know we've been talking about this. Yes, please tag me when you finish, as I want to see it. Or text.
You gonna see it. Oh, you gonna see it. Just know you're gonna see a lot of blue water and beach. Just know that. And this card right here that I literally have on top: relax, reset, recharge.
Yeah.
That's still my goal, because life has been lifing, and we have to know when to take several seats in the best way possible. You know what I mean? For that reset that you were talking about. So, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all. So if you have to go, Markeyla, I will definitely be connecting with you. And thanks again. For anyone else who wants to hang around for another 15 or so minutes, feel free. If you have to go, I get it. But I'm going to cut the music on, and I'm going to play with my cards a little bit. And then I'm going to probably log off and hope to see you all on Wednesday, either via YouTube Live or an uploaded video where I share some of the planners or journals that I'm going to be working with for 2024, in hopes that it will encourage or inspire you too. And one specifically is another Black-owned business owner. So I can't wait to share that. Like, I love helping and sharing all these wonderful products and services that melanated people are providing. And sometimes we just don't hear about everything, so we can't support what we don't know about. So I'll be sharing.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Y'all have a good evening. Work if you like. If not, I will see you Wednesday, one way or the other, either in the chat or I'll see you live. Have a good Sunday, Markeyla.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Let's get some music going.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available on StreamYard. Have you ever done a recording
Cole, he's my miracle child. So how does your miracle child get cancer? How does that happen?
There was a mass.